Hello, happy Tuesday, my friends. It is good to see you. I am Bethany Johnson. If this is the first time you have visited these calming Zoom recordings, I am so glad that you're here. Welcome. I hope that this Zoom finds you perhaps in need of some calming, in need of a gift of gentleness to yourself. If that is what you're looking for, that is what you will find here. So little introduction. My name is Bethany Johnson, and I was enlisted by part of your wellness grant to offer these they're not weekly, they're every other week of calming Zooms. We do a little bit of breath work, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of guided thoughtfulness, some mindfulness, just an opportunity to give yourself the gift of calming. These are live on Zoom, these dates here, almost every other Tuesday, sort of depending on holidays or things like that. But for the most part, you can come to the Zoom link on Tuesdays from about 4 to 5 p.m. On these days upcoming through the end of the school year. This Zoom is provided as a service from the Woodburn School District, making some space for some wellness in your mental health, in your calming, opportunity to settle yourself as needed, because we know that wellness is so much deeper than just what's happening in our physical body. Although calming is greatly physical response as well, but that often happens with how we're managing stress, what our mindset is like, how our compassion is for ourselves. All of those different aspects are such an important part of wellness. And so this is one of the ways that our goal is to share wellness with you. By way of introduction, um, here's how our framework is going to go. This is about 50 to 60 minutes. It's really divided into 3 different sessions, sort of introduction and inviting you to set the tone for your calming opportunity, as well as I'll lead you through some mindfulness, some breathing, some meditation. It depends on the week. Sometimes it will be guided meditation. Sometimes it will be mindfulness. Sometimes it will be breath work, all of which designed to calm and settle you. And then a little bit of self-check and some invitation for applying this above and beyond. One thing that I want to encourage you is, and I'll talk about this when I talk about setting up our space, is if you do not yet have a pen and a paper, I recommend that because there's some opportunity to sort of jot our thoughts down, which I'll talk more about in a moment. First of all, my name is Bethany Johnson. I am a certified health coach. I partner with people who are feeling stuck in their physical health primarily, but also really where that expands to our whole health. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy money, healthy faith. All of that falls under the category of what I am delighted to be able to do with others. And so that's part of why I'm in this role. This is part of why I'm passionate about taking time to guide you through a calming class. I am a very novice yoga practitioner, and have found a great deal of benefit both from my physical health and my emotional health, and breath work is, deeply connected to that. So that's part of why I was invited to be a part of that with you. So that's just a little bit about why I'm passionate about it. Um, I care very, very deeply about whole health. I personally have been on a physical health journey. I lost to 70 pounds about 9 years ago and discovered whole health and physical health, what it looks like to be a healthy person, what it looks like to be kind to myself with both how I use my body, how I fuel my body, and so that kind of led me into a space of um, really valuing and wanting to increase the awareness of health across the board. I really, really love working with teachers. I come from education. I taught elementary school in a classroom setting for about 13 or 14 years. I'm currently a high school teacher online part-time. So I care deeply about educators. And so whatever it is, the role that you play in the Woodburn School District, I just want to say thank you for all that you do. I want to encourage you that you being at your healthiest, whatever that might look like for you, is absolutely a gift to you, your family, and your students in whatever capacity you're working with them. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to do this. I am absolutely passionate about people finding their healthiest self. That is something. This picture here is from my first ever half marathon that I ran this past year. Forgive me, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Um, that I ran this past year, and the process of discovering what it looks like to become an athlete, which was never part of my identity beforehand. So I am very, very excited to spend this time with you as you lean into your whole health. If you have any questions about, what I do, or are interested in talking more to me about that, feel free to reach out to me, and I would be glad to help you. A couple of things to think about as we begin by setting up our space through our opportunity for calming and meditation or breathing. Let me stop my share for a second and kind of talk to you eyeball to eyeball. Um, I want to speak um, really quickly to some of the vocabulary that I'm using here. I certainly am going to be, talking about guided meditation or breath work or calming. And so I know for some people, there is some connotations to that, perhaps spiritual, or those might be connected to you in some ways that have positive feelings for you, and in other ways where they might not be so positive. So I just want to be very clear. You get to choose what you are bringing to this space and this time. For some people, there is a deep spiritual connection between our breath and our body, our physical body, our emotions, and the deep desire to connect to the spirituality to that is very strong. You might hold your own faith beliefs or religious beliefs that are complementary to centering yourself, to focusing on breath, to focusing your spirit or your soul. And so if that matches your belief system, that matches your life values, I want to invite you to include that in part of your time together. And I know for other people, that is not part of the appeal. That's not part of your values. That's not part of something that you're working to include. It might be strictly a physical connection. It might be what is happening with your physical body in terms of heart rate, in terms of stress, cortisol levels, oxygen and carbon dioxide, and that's okay too. I just want to be very clear with you, particularly for me in terms of presenting these various Zooms. My focus is entirely going to be to offer you an opportunity to settle your body down in a physical way, in a breath and a focus way. And again, you get to choose if you would like to infuse that with prayer or focus or a spiritual practice in that way. I want to welcome you to that space. But if that's not something that you're interested in doing or valuing doing, knowing that's not something I will infuse in any way, you get to choose that. And so if your focus or your desire is entirely without, I would say, a spiritual aspect, that's absolutely okay. And you get to choose that. Because I know, again, there's some connotations or some aspects for some people about um, negativity associated with breath work or meditation that might make you feel uneasy. And I recognize that, and I think that's fair. It's understandable. And I just want to invite and encourage you to choose how you'd like to approach that. But just know that's not anything that I will be bringing explicitly to our time and our practice together. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that you can trust me in this process. I'm Bethany. I'm your friend. I'm here to guide you through it. But I just wanted to address that because I know for me, years ago or with my upbringing or something, there were some connotations for me around breath work or meditation, again, positively or negatively, in regards to what I thought this time was for. And my encouragement to you is I just want to invite you into a space of calm, and to a space of de-stressing, into a space of gratitude. And you can add or subtract from that as needed. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay. Sorry, let me continue. So, all of that to say, when I talk about meditation, and I talk about breath or guided meditation, you get to choose how much or how comfortable you are with that. Particularly if you're watching the recording, you can simply fast forward or go back and watch it. I won't even know. But just to know, when I talk about meditation, I'm really talking about a focused opportunity for us to center our thoughts, and the opportunity to allow our physical bodies to be settled, particularly if we're coming from a space of stress. Okay? Okay. So back to this piece. As we prepare for our time of calming, our time of meditation, I want to really encourage you to find a comfortable space. I know if you're watching this recording, you might be watching it, on your lunch break or on your prep or after or before school. You might be in your classroom or your office, or you might even be watching it at home. You're probably not in a quiet candlelit yoga studio or in a, deeply therapeutic rest space, and that's okay. What I want to invite you to do is find a way to be as physically comfortable as possible. So seated, perhaps, laying down if that's safe and possible for you. I want to encourage you in terms of decontaminating, setting up your space. If that means turning your back to a crowded space or a messy kitchen or, whatever that means, giving yourself an opportunity to settle in a space that we say that space has memory. I know for me in my education experience, there were certain classrooms that I could not settle in because of how chaotic they were at different times. So I just want to encourage and invite you, if you need to pause this and go find a different spot, maybe switch with one of your coworkers or something if their space is more calm. Perhaps your building has a calming space. Space makes a difference for how you can experience a settling impact of our time together. The other thing I want to invite you to do is remove distraction or or opportunity to be interrupted. So if you do not use your do not disturb feature on your cell phone, I highly recommend that. If you have a smartwatch that's inclined to disrupt you, perhaps set that, take it off, or set it aside. I know for so many of us who work in education, the multitasking, the ongoing, the never ending lists can be overwhelming and daunting. And I want to just really invite you to say 15, 20, 30 minutes worth of a gift of focused calming time will absolutely multiply your effort and your energy. And it is a gift to yourself, to your students, and to your family. And so I want to invite you, give you permission to honor yourself and your well-being in that way by setting aside this time as focused time. And again, I know that the urge to multitask is very, very strong because there's so much to do. But this is an opportunity. The last thing that I'm going to share around this is that pen and paper. If you just take a little notebook and just put it to the side or a post-it even and just say write for later on it as we're spending this time together in the next few minutes, giving yourself a space to put down those things that might distract you onto just a little paper for later. Oh, don't forget to grade this, or don't forget to send this email, or don't forget to. If we just write it down, it gives our mind permission to not worry about it. You won't forget it, it's written down, but you don't need to give any space mentally for that at this time. So that's really important. That's a really valuable thing to do. And I want to invite you to do that. Wrong direction, sorry. Okay, so some of the benefits of meditation or calming focus is it can really increase our mood, our sleep, our self-compassion. It's really a great opportunity to do that. So a couple of things that can help with preparation as we get together, as we get to prepare our minds for this is like we sort of talked about, comfortable body position, focus of attention, that open attitude, and that quiet location. So before I guide you through, I have two different guided meditation to walk you through. Before that, I want you to just do a self-check. What is your current mood? I want to really encourage you. A big part of the learning that I've done in the past couple of years is the opportunity to stop adding value statements or judgments on emotions or moods that I'm feeling. There's actually no such thing as bad or good mood. It's just the mood that you're experiencing. They might be uncomfortable. I know for me, anger or sadness, those were pretty uncomfortable emotions for me to experience, but have since learned that when I give them space and recognize their value, and get curious about the impact or what I can be learning about what's important to me from those emotions, it really frees me up to not be as captive by those particular emotions, and it frees me up to experience them in a more honest way. So I want to really invite you to just notice, am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling anxious? Am I sad? Am I angry? Maybe you just got an email that absolutely is making you angry. Perhaps you're worried about something that's upcoming with your family or with yourself. Um, Perhaps you're feeling content or happy or excited. So, just noticing what you're currently experiencing is a really beautiful gift to give yourself. And I want just to invite you as I guide you through a few rounds of breath before we start with our first guided meditation. What do you notice? So I'm going to guide you through just some breathing in and breathing out. And during that time, just take notice of what emotions you might be experiencing at this current moment. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. In. Hold. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe in. For our first guided meditation together, this is an anchoring breathing mindfulness practice. I got this from a blog called mindfulnessexercises.com. I'll put the link in the comments. Lots and lots of incredible resources available for free or paid. And this is a guided meditation just to help you really focus your mind. One misconception is that our minds don't wander when we are doing our meditation, but the reality is that our minds will always wander. It's just noticing when our minds wander and gently kind of inviting them back to our anchoring, which in this case will be our breathing. So this is really for a beginner. If this is not something that you've ever done before, just know that it is absolutely if it's new, that's okay. If it feels uncomfortable, that's okay too. But the intent is to really bring some focus to your breath and help kind of center and anchor you, again, with some aspect of spirituality or simply focused on the physical aspect of it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read through the script. And if I would like to invite you to blink your eyes closed, if that's something you're comfortable with, or maybe fade out your focus on a point across the room, whatever feels the most comfortable for you for this time. This mindfulness practice is your breathing anchor practice, where you root your awareness into the present moment, like an anchor that roots a ship to one stable place. This will help you to dissolve anxiety, decrease stress, and allow the body to heal in a relaxed, peaceful state. So to begin, adopt as comfortable a position as possible. It's often best to be sitting, but you can do it in any posture, standing, lying, sitting, or even walking. My guidance will assume that you're sitting, but you're welcome to adapt the instructions to whatever posture you have chosen as the most comfortable for you. Sitting with your back upright, get relaxed with your spine following its natural curve. See if you can establish a position that feels dignified, alert, and yet relaxed, and allow your body to settle, to rest down into gravity, letting it be supported by the floor beneath you, and gently close your eyes if that is something comfortable to you. This will help your awareness settle by lessening external distractions. Gradually allow your awareness to gather around the sensations of the breath in your body. Where do you feel the breath most strongly? be curious about your actual experience, letting go of what you think you should be happening, what should be happening, and being with your experience without judgment. Now, very gently rest your awareness within your whole torso. Can you feel your belly swelling on the in-breath and subsiding on the out-breath? Can you feel any movement and sensation with the breath in the sides and back of your body as well? Notice your shoulders. Do they have movement? Are they stable? Bring awareness to your nose. How far can you trace the movement of air into your body? What do you notice? Where else do you notice breath entering or impacting your body as you breathe? How can you see and notice the breath as it is happening in your body? Does it feel calm? Does it feel relaxed? You may notice a slight tickle at the tip of the nose as you breathe in. You may notice the breath is slightly warmer on the way out. Rest your awareness on the body breathing in one of these three spots. When the mind wanders, refocus on the direct and specific experience of the breath. Now I'm going to invite you to do something perhaps uncomfortable. I would like you to focus on your breathing for 2 full minutes of breathing. There will be times when your mind will wander, and that's okay. Gently invite your focus back to the experience of breathing in and breathing out. Notice the sensations in your mouth, your nose, your belly. Focusing on breathing in and breathing out. If it is helpful, especially if you are a beginner, to say I am breathing in, I am breathing out in your mind to focus for 2 minutes. Let's focus on breathing together. With our last breath, I would like to invite you to bring this awareness of breath into your daily life. Find ways to infuse it, pausing for just a few moments or perhaps longer, as you notice where breath is happening in your body to help anchor you, keeping you present. So often our anxiety is deeply connected to fears about the future. Our trauma is deeply connected to fears and trouble from the past. And when we can settle our physical mind and our physical attention on the present, it can empower us to process um, both of these things. I want to invite you to do another little check-in. What do you notice? What about that was hard? Certainly, there were pieces that might have been hard or uncomfortable. What about that settled you? What do you notice about your body, your jaw, your shoulders, perhaps your heart or your pulse? What do you notice about your breathing now that it has gone back to a more subconscious pace? Again, this is an opportunity that I would like to invite you to infuse into other areas of your life. I have time to guide you through one more. This is called a mindful body scan for gratitude. So I know for many of us, being grateful for our physical body, particularly if you're a woman, our relationship with our body is a complex thing. And when we can come to our physical body with gratitude and self-compassion, there is a shift, significant shift that occurs in our minds, in the way we relate to ourselves, the way we connect with others, and it can open up opportunity for some self-compassion. So this gratitude practice, particularly focused on our physical body, is a really wonderful practice that I'd like to guide you through, if you'll allow it. And it's recording, so if you're not interested, you can simply pause and leave this, that's fine. But that's what I'm going to guide you through with our last few minutes here. I would like to invite you to sit in a comfortable position, seated, lying down, whatever is the most accessible to you at this time. I invite you to blink your eyes closed, breathe slowly and evenly in and out through your nose if possible. Use awareness of the breath to anchor you in this present moment. Find the breath for 3 long, patient inhales and 3 long, patient exhales. I'll guide you through that now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I invite you to notice the body itself. We'll begin at the top of the head. Notice the face, the back of the head, your entire head. Acknowledge all that is happening in your head right now. Feel the breath moving in and out through the nose. Recognize the function of the eyes, even though they are closed. Bring awareness to the function of the ears, the mouth, and of course the mind that makes sense of it all. Offer gratitude to the parts of your head that have served you so well. Gratitude for your mouth, the taste, the opportunity to speak, eat, the opportunity of your ears to hear your loved one's voice, your favorite music, the sound of a baby laughing, the safety that having hearing might offer you in terms of protecting you from danger or alerting you to changes that are occurring in your environment. Give gratitude to your eyes for the things they allow you to see, the beauty of nature around you, art, loved ones, anything that you enjoy observing. The opportunity to read, perhaps, or perform music if you're an artist or a musician. Extend gratitude to the incredible functions that are possessed inside of your head. Notice how much and how often you've benefited from your eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. How much and how often you've benefited from the functionality of a capable mind. Recognize too that not everyone can see, hear, smell, and taste, or even think and cognate in the same way that you do. Embrace that as a gift. Offer yourself gratitude for the many ways that your head functions. Let that awareness help you feel into a deep, heartfelt sense of gratitude. Feel and send thanks to your eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Send thanks to the mind. Be present with this awareness of gratitude for all the ways that all of the parts of the face and head have served and protected you. Without your face ability to smile or respond in an emotional way, to communicate your thoughts and your feelings in an expressive way, to show your experience with life, your wisdom, your growth. Be present with this awareness of all the ways that your face and your mind have served and protected you. Be kind to them. Then shift awareness down to the neck and the throat. Open to the awareness of gratitude for your voice, your ability to speak, swallow, and be well fed. Drop down to awareness of the shoulders and let gratitude spread. As you become more aware of the functions of the arms, your ability to move, to reach for things, to hug, to hold, to function so much in your everyday life. Extend gratitude to your arms. Bring your awareness to your trunk, all of your internal organs, your core for stability, your body, your back, as it allows you to move through the world, to navigate with flexibility. Extend gratitude to your body's abilities to digest food, to fight illnesses, to process all the things all around you. Extend awareness to the lower part of your body, your legs for their strength, the ability to move you throughout the world, to sit, to lay down, to play and dance and run and sit. All of the incredible things. Extend gratitude to your knees and your ankles and your feet as they root you to the world. Extend gratitude and knowledge to all the things they help you do. As we scan our entire bodies, we extend gratitude for all the ways that they function and have given us gifts as we make our way through the world. I hope that you found that gratitude awareness body scan very helpful and useful to you. We are drawing to a close for our time together. I want to remind you that these are available live on Tuesdays. They are on Zoom. You are always welcome and invited to be a part of those live times together. The next one will be on the 6th of February. Also, I am teaching several art classes as well in person at Woodburn, so hopefully we will cross paths in real life. But I just want to extend to you the gratitude that I have received from you giving yourself the gift of calm and gratitude and anchored breathing. Please let me know if there's anything specifically you would like me to do more or less of with our remaining breathing sessions. But for now, I hope that you walk around throughout your day enjoying and feeling full of gratitude for all that your breath and your body provides to you. Thank you so much.